All right, good evening and welcome back to our channel, Princess It. Today still remains the 23rd of September 2025, and it appears like Pastor Donald Obasio Corey has decided to speak concerning what is going on currently about the pioneer and everything that is happening. And he seems also to be responding to the message that Osim gave yesterday, and in confidence he wrote comprehensively, both in assertion of what is going on and the good news for the pioneer registrant, and also a reply to the message that Osim gave. And I'm going to read that to us, so pay careful attention. This is Princess. In case you're new, do kindly subscribe to us and hit the bell so you don't miss out on vital updates. So pay attention to this right now. It says, "This is trash." That was in response to the message that Osim gave concerning Pioneer is shaking. But you know that he has adjusted that today, which I already posted it to us. Said the stakeholders finally have gotten a breakthrough. So Pastor Corey Donald is responding to that message. Said, "This is trash from my friend Osim. If you know the actuals, you should have known that the testimony of yesterday happened after Thursday and Friday last week codes failure. The situation with those codes was not an ordinary setback. It was a stumbling block that God allowed so that the truth of his workings could be revealed at the appointed time. What appeared like failure was only a test, a check to sift voices and to expose who among us speaks from fact and who speaks from assumptions. And after that short delay, the pioneer breakthrough was reached over the weekend. That is the real account, not the noise being spread by those who have refused to update themselves with the real developments. Being in the know, you shouldn't have made the demeaning write-up you did yesterday. Communication should not be used as a weapon of discouragement, especially when matters have already moved forward into a positive lane. It is always good to remain silent at times to maintain quality and factual communication. Silence in the face of uncertainty is better than rushing into false declarations that confuse people and weaken hope. When one does not have the full picture, it is wisdom to hold back. The people deserve only the truth, not assumptions packaged as information. What builds confidence is not noise, but accuracy, not haste, but clarity. OBJ and NG. I don't know what this NG means. Whether it's Okonjo Walabi. I don't know what this NG means actually. But it says OBJ and NG. Is it Ngozi? Are the two main vessels God has been using in this matter. They are not working for themselves. They are standing as instruments through which things are being aligned. God chooses men for assignments, and when he does, he backs them up with authority and result. And that is why I can't understand how someone would say there is no disbursement for Pioneer, or that it's gonna happen afterwards. Such statements lack grounding. They fail to see the divine order of events that have already been set in motion. When you deny the reality that has been confirmed by moves from these two vessels, you are not just speaking against man, you are indirectly challenging what God is unfolding. When talkatives finish, they'll come back to the main undebatable fact that the two main programs, Sanctuary Wells Multipurpose Foundation and Pioneer, are hitting the airwaves at the same time. Oh, praise God. Hallelujah. This is not hidden. This is not speculation. It is fact. Both programs have gone through their processes, and now both are set for release. Oh, yeah. People can say all they want, but reality is not shaped by words of doubt. It is shaped by action already taken behind closed doors. There is a stage where argument stops because results are visible. We are at that stage. Oh, that's awesome. All right, further to that, he says, when they were busy castigating Pioneer, God was busy making things to work for us all. That is how divine operations function. While men argue, God performs. While people were circulating fear, the breakthroughs were already aligning. While they were questioning if Pioneer would ever see light, doors were being opened and signatures were being stamped. The more they mocked, the more God sealed the process. The same people who raised their voices against it will soon be forced to acknowledge what God has done. Let's keep moving. There is no benefit in being distracted by negative talks. The result card is printed already. This statement is not a figure of speech. It is the reality that everything needed to confirm progress is already documented. When a result card is printed, the exam is already over. The grades are already fixed. What remains is only the announcement, and that is the stage we are right now. That's good to hear. The structures are no longer under trial. They are sealed and confirmed. Another good news. My joy is that both Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose Foundation and Pioneer, with some others, are all landing peacefully. Oh, that's a good news. There is no chaos, no confusion, no interruption in their flow. The hand of God is bringing multiple programs into fulfillment at the same time so that no one can boast of man's effort, but only of divine orchestration. These landings are not crashes. They are peaceful arrivals, meaning the preparation has been thorough. Every turbulence in the journey was part of the process. But now we are seeing calmness as they touch down. So let's remain focused and desist from sending wrong signals. Wrong signals don't just confuse others, they weaken faith, they delay understanding, and can even hinder personal readiness. At this point, what is most needed is collective agreement, encouragement, and steady hope. To those who still doubt, The signs are already everywhere. To those who still argue, events themselves would silence them. To those who still spread confusion, time will prove them wrong. But to those who hold on, who believe, who keep their words aligned with truth, or the harvest of patience is already here with us. All right, don't go anywhere. I'll be with you shortly and in a moment. All right, welcome back again. Still on course, and we just started where we left off. All right, so further to that, it says, understand this clearly. The disbursement of pioneer is a matter of when, and the when is already unfolding in our faces. The testimony of yesterday confirmed it. The breakthrough over the weekend sealed it. And the vessels through which God is operating are pushing it into manifestation. People may have their opinions, but opinions cannot override facts. And that is why I repeat, when people talk carelessly, they always return to the undeniable reality. The undeniable reality here is that Sanctuary Wells Multipurpose Foundation and Pioneer are together in manifestation. And those who wrote otherwise were only writing against themselves. Those who denied were only exposing their ignorance. The evidence stands strong. So friends, let's not be carried away by frustration or tiredness. Every great move of God has a waiting season, and during that waiting season, voices of discouragement rise. But when the time comes, those voices also fade. The waiting we endured was not for nothing. It was for alignment, for perfection, for proof that only God could make this thing happen. And now we're at the threshold of manifestations. So my counsel remains, speak less if you don't know the fact. Encourage more when you do. And always remember that silence is better than misleading communication. With OBJ and Angie standing strong as vessels, and with God confirming their roles through visible breakthroughs, there is no turning back. Those who believe will rejoice, and those who doubted will be silenced. Those who mocked would be humbled, and those who remain steadfast will partake of the reward. The testimony of yesterday, the breakthrough of the weekend, the sealed result card, and the peaceful landing of both Sanctuary World Multipurpose Foundation and Pioneer are enough proof. We do not need extra argument. The journey has reached the closing phase. Let's remain focused, aligned, and ready. Victory is not in noise. Victory is in result. And result is here already. Pastor Donald Obasi Okorie. All right, thank you very much for those who are always quick to slam back at us, saying it is now Pioneer we talk about. We don't talk about UAAG, and of course you know that that's not right, that's not true. Before I talk about what you complain about, this right now is projecting both of them, telling us that both Pioneer and the UAAG have safe landing. All right, I think that should rest your mind. And for those of us who know that UAAG has been cleared, all right, has been cleared. There was no issue with UAAG. It's also going normally. It's just their communication gap that is the issue. They don't know how to communicate. You understand? That's the major problem of UAAG. And sometimes we can't just be digging things out when there is silence. Sometimes silence can be interpreted, and silence sometimes can be interpreted as inactivity or conclusion. You understand? So, or wait a while. It could mean a lot of things. So, but with the recent information we're getting, it shows that UAAG has been cleared for disbursement. The talk was much on the Pioneer, and thanks be to God that it also has been finally resolved, and everything now is in sync. So there's nothing to worry about, and the good news is that both of them are going to deliver. So, and do you know even what confidence made me to join Pioneer again? Apart from it was a personal choice and decision I took, the confidence. I think confidence is good. I think confidence is good. May God give me more confidence, in everything. The confidence with which Pastor Donald speaks and Ngozi Israel speaks. I'm telling the truth. It's one of the major. I thought about it a lot of times, and I just saw that even if it is not true, the kind of confidence these people are talking by, I think there should be something behind this. We've had confidences in time past, which have failed, but these are supposedly called men of God, and I think I respect that a lot. So, but then coupled with the confidence and the certainty by which something was like, it's better to take risk and not just to miss out. I'm into UAAG and I've subscribed to UAAG. Fine, I'm okay with that. But at the same time, let's just spread the tentacles, and whichever the Bible said. So it said, sow there and sow here. You don't know which one is going to dramatize. So I decided to take a chance, and and when I did, I told my fans right on this platform. When I wasn't into that, I also told us, so, and I encourage everyone also, those that wants to, I don't know whether right now it's closed. I don't know. I just don't know. So, but like I said before, those who wanted to join Pioneer then, and they were asking me, I said, I can't possibly link you to anyone. And those that pressed me too much hard, I just told them they will sign an agreement, because it's you. It's not me now. It's you personally that wants to engage one person. Nobody had ever come out and say, okay, this is the right source, go there. People are going in by their instinct. You understand? It has not been made public at any time that this is the real key personality that is the source or the real credible source behind Pioneer. Everybody is going in there by faith and by their own conviction. So you don't get to hold anybody accountable or whatever. You hold yourself accountable that it is your risk. You understand? So, and that's the way I dealt with it. But I never had to come out and make mention of anybody that is the right source when it comes to Pioneer. Everybody is still, we just believe that God is going to help us and walk into that perspective with all clarity and the grace of God. So having said that, please, this is Prince Isita, and then we implore you to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell. Let's see how the week unfolds. All right, with all of this good news moving up and down, we believe that it's going to work to our favor. But for both the Sanctuary World Multipurpose Foundation and also the Pioneer. So prepare your dancing shoes. We're going to dance all together by God's special grace in a short while. Good night.